What's going on, guys? It's your boy Honcho, and I'm doing something a little bit different for y'all today. I'm doing a story time about my experience being in the military. So without further ado, like, comment, subscribe, and join the damn ride. Because if you don't, I'm gonna find you. I will find you.
Chase M is the gang and no stopping. Big Chase, Batman, I'm robbing. Catching out, man, I swear it's a lot of it. Blue bag, so you know no stopping in blue face. New wave of you on that chase way. Better study the format. Hollywood, but you ain't get a call back. Gang be chasing the check. Shorty be all on my neck and she giving me neck. I'm Chase M, you can't hang. If big bro say let it go, man, I'm a bitch.
Now today we got something different. I wanted to talk to y'all about my experience being in the military. I did 3 years in the military, in the Army. And I want to tell y'all my experience and if there's a reason why you should join the military or follow your dreams, or hell, do both. Now, I was born in Gary, Indiana, raised in Las Vegas, Nevada. What else can I tell y'all? I hoop, so there's probably gonna be some basketball videos probably later on. What else? I just like making people laugh, making people feel good about life, because I know it's hard out there, especially if you're going through some shit. So why I joined the military, why did I even decide on serving my country? I was fresh out of college. Well, I got kicked out because of partying and doing other stuff. But that's for another time. That's for like another story time video and somewhere else. But I was fresh out of college, trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life, and my parents told me why not join the military, and they wanted me to do the Navy, but I did not want to wait, so I went and joined the Army. So I was training, get myself physically in shape for basic training, which even though I was training as hard as I can before basic training, as soon as basic training hit, I already felt like I did not train enough. Like, bro, we ran even in the rain, hail, sleet, snow, rain, fall, doesn't matter, we're running. During basic training, it was kind of hard for me because I am a family guy. I always try to make sure that my family is well taken care of, or I talk to them on a day-to-day basis. If I can't talk to them, I'll make sure I text, or things of that nature. So it was kind of hard for me at first, especially during like the first half of it till week 5 when we got our phone call and I finally got to talk to him, finally get that conversation in, even though they only had us have a 2-minute conversation. That 2 minutes really changed my life and made me want to, go harder and try to make sure that everything that I'm doing is for the benefit of the family and for the benefit of them being happy with me, and just some good stuff there. During basic training, when week 5 hit, that's when I basically start changing, working out more, spending quality time reading literature, and trying to get my head right for the day ahead, because basic training not only trains you mentally, but they train you mentally. So if you're not mentally prepared to go through that rigorous training, always having to get up early, always having to do PT, always having to do something, because you're not on your time no more. You're on the Army's time, basically. So basic training, it got kind of easier after week 5. For all you guys and girls that want to join the military or is wanting to know like the basic training aspect, I will highly suggest making sure that you're mentally prepared for it, because there's going to be situations where the drill sergeants are going to place blame on you or make a situation look like it was your fault and it really was not your fault. They're mentally trying to see where your head is at and mentally trying to see if you're focused still on the goal, or you're going to be so mad that you're going to just divert off the path. So after basic training, I took pictures with my drill sergeants. I did everything that I was supposed to do basically as far as a basic training soldier goes. And basic training basically is like the first step on trying to get to the next level, and then to the AIT, which is Advanced Individual Training, which I will give you an overview and tell you about a little later on. But basic training, it was cool. It was cool. Met some lifelong buddies of mine, like Marlon Howard. I still keep in contact with him. That's my twin. For anybody wondering, that's my road dog. That will always be my brother, no matter what. No matter the situation, he will always be there for me. So I thank him for that. Who else? Calvin Harris. He's rapping now as Calico. Shout out to him. Praying added success on his future. Trey. Who else? Again, it's a lot of people in my basic training that I talked to and made sure that I always say with or have fun with in AIT. So when I got to AIT, it was a totally different experience because it was more freedom. After a certain limit, you can go off post and go to the mall, go to the shopping center, go get something to eat, go to a movie, something like that. And it was different for me because basic training, you couldn't do none of that. So this was like a new experience. Like, oh my God, I got my phone. In basic training, you couldn't have your phone. Oh my God, I could walk around in my civilians, in my regular clothes, and go out and do whatever. Sign me up. So AIT was cool. It was just like going to college again, but this time I'm learning my job, learning how to be a generator technician. The code for generator technician is 91 Delta. So I was a generator technician for like 3 years. So in AIT, I was hooping. I was playing a little basketball league. I was going out with my friends, doing stuff. Just trying to stay on that path where I don't get in trouble. Basically, like everybody else that's not trying to get in trouble at the time. From there, the regular army. Now mind you, basic training, they tell you, oh, the regular army, they'll chew you up and spit you out. AIT, same thing. But when I got to the regular army, I don't know if it was just the leadership that I was with or the unit I was in, but it was horrible. Very horrible. Like, I wanted to quit during my first year being there. I did not care for all the hoopla and the kissing ass basically to the other leadership. I just wanted to get my work done and go home. But there was always some stupid stuff going on as far as leadership goes. I'll talk to y'all about the leadership, about the names of the people of my leadership. But first I will talk to y'all about the people who helped me out, who made sure that I was A-okay, even though I was not okay at all. But the people that actually was there for me, that actually cared about me, cared about what was going on in my life, and made sure that I stayed on the path so that I could get out with an honorable. Derek McKee, Jarrell Martin, Victor Salgado, Cody Yuri, Joseph Yop, Corey Hoy, Jonathan Acevedo, Christopher Scott, my boy Martinez, Marvin Diaz, Jonathan Iverson. The list goes on, man. The list goes on. Like, I'm really trying to sit up here. Decker, my boy Devontae Grant, LaZoya, think it was some Blunt. My boy Stewart, shout out to you. It's just a lot of people, man, that actually like cared for me and cared about me. And I just wanted to say their name in this video because if it wasn't for them, I would not be doing YouTube. I would not be sitting up here telling y'all what I'm, obviously doing, and y'all seeing my reactions and seeing what I got going on. If it wasn't for those people that I just named, man, I would not be in this position to gain the success that I'm gaining now. I would not be in that position at all if it wasn't for my Army buddies. I miss them. I hope and pray, if y'all watching this, I pray that y'all are succeeding in life and striving and going greater and greater to new heights. Shout out to Devin Reynolds and Piper too. Y'all helped me out a great deal. It's just a lot of people, man, that actually like cared for me and cared about my feelings and cared about everything that I had going on. So shout out to y'all. Now on to the leadership. Now quick disclaimer, if it wasn't for the leadership, I'd probably still be in the Army to this day. No bullshit, period, point blank. If it wasn't for the leadership that was so horrible, I still would have been in. I still would have strived to try to get sergeant or somewhere in between. But the leadership that I had, Sergeant Toots, he was trash, all about himself. Never, not once, have I ever seen him like do anything for another soldier. And from what I'm hearing now, he's still doing the same thing. Sergeant Mims, Sergeant Stevenson, especially Sergeant Stevenson. Who else? Because it's a lot of y'all guys. I think that, no, Sergeant Corgal, he had his moments. I think that's all the leadership, as far as like all the leadership that I have went through. The leadership that helped me out a great deal, Sergeant Hicks, Sergeant Hernandez, Sergeant Martin, even though I said his name earlier. Shout out Sergeant Martin, shout out to you. You get 2 shout outs. Sergeant Butler, First Sergeant Brown, Captain Raphael, shout out to you. I really appreciate everything you've done for me. Captain Gardner, that's my guy. Hope everything going well for you as far as your schooling and where you trying to go in your career. Who else? Master Sergeant Tenario, thank you for always being on me, always making sure that I'm doing the right thing at the right time, and always trying to make sure that I'm striving to get to the future. So without further ado, big question is, do you want to join the military? It's good for anybody to join the military. I'm not going to tell nobody what they can and what they can't do because it's your decision at the end of the day. But if you want to join the military, make sure you do your research. Make sure that you're spending that time making sure that the job that you're qualified for is the right fit for you. Because these recruiters will lie to you because they need to get their numbers up too. And when you are on that front line and somehow pass away, those recruiters will still go back and get somebody else to fill your spot, because we're all numbers as far as the military go. Up until it's time for us to either pass away or leave the military, or we go in a lifetime and retire. It's always a different situation with every person. So for anybody that wants to be in the military, I suggest you do your research. Make sure that the job that you're qualified for is what you want, because they could put you in anything. Don't let them tell you no different. On your ASVAB, make sure you score high so you could be qualified for a lot of the jobs, a lot of the positions that are in the military, that are currently in the military. I don't know for sure if they have updated jobs, but you can always go on the websites, see what's available out to you. I would suggest the branches to go to will be first to go to the Air Force, because they really take care of their soldiers, of the single soldiers, of the single parent households that one soldier and a baby. Second would be the Navy. My parents was in the Navy. I've seen all the benefits that they got, and everything that they have done that has been well documented, and the Navy made sure that they get everything that was supposed to be compensated to them. If you want to join the Army, I would highly suggest making that like your last resort, making the Army or the Marines your last resort. But if you get that high AVAP score, I know for the Air Force, I think it's a 50 minimum for the AVAP score as far as the Air Force go. The Navy, I don't know for sure. I think it's a 35. Well, no, that's I think that's the Army. I think it's 40, 45. I don't know for sure, but you can surely go to the website and find out about that. What else can I tell you guys? So y'all can know like everything. If y'all have any questions, comment down below. Like the video, of course. But if y'all have any questions about the military, I can answer it more descriptively and more with potent answers that I can, research and I can find out for myself. So without further ado, this your boy Honcho Keezus. What it is, what it ain't. If you don't subscribe, your mama stank. And I'm OUT. That spells out.
Chase M is the gang and no stopping. Big Chase, Batman, I'm robbing. Catching out, man, I swear it's a lot of it. Blue bag, so you know no stopping in blue face. New wave of you on that chase way. But I study the format Hollywood, but you ain't get a call back. Gang be chasing the check. Shorty be all on my neck and she giving me neck. I'm Chase M, you can't hang. Hip big bro say let it go, man, I'm a bitch. Chase way music got hits. Off-white tee with a fit outside with a bitch. Whole gang about to take off. 150 deep in the loft, y'all niggas is soft. No action, straight talking. From the jungle, out orphan. Do the dash, no precaution. Crash the whip, I was off it. Jigger finesse in the track. Put my niggas on the map. Money dancing in the trap. Supreme hoodie, hot the strap. Fofo, gripping. Whole team, with it. D-Chase, winning. Gang shit, with it. All black, new cash. They hate, no bag. Pull up, new jag. Niggas, stay mad.
I need me a check.